Welcome to our side of the building.
Okay, all right. What you got, lads?
Steven, you guys have obviously so much offensive talent. The offensive numbers are a little bit down. I was wondering what your theory is as to why you guys have struggled out of the gate here.
Let's see. I think it's weird because I'm a bit stuck at it, so that's what I'm thinking. I think it's a bit just execution on our play side end, I think. Because then if you execute the play well and then you really set up your guy, do all the little things, then that'll allow for the passes. Because obviously we need to move the ball more, but setting up your guy to get a nice open pass and crisp one, easy one, that makes a big difference too. So I'm kind of stuck between the two. Yeah.
Even with the offensive struggles, how do you? I mean, the defensive numbers have been great so far. Are you guys still encouraged by what you're doing defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we're not upset about it. So, yeah, it's good that it's still all there. Yeah, and it's just been good that we're still able to keep that side of things. And it's not like complete shit show, so, yeah.
It seems like it might be easy to get distracted on the offense and not maintain the defense, when you're kind of going through this stretch. Has it been nice to see that you guys have maintained that defensive performance?
Yes. Hold on, you said it's easy to do.
It might be easy to get distracted from working on defense. Right.
Yeah, definitely, but like, ew, what the hell was that? I was going to say it wasn't even like a hoik or something. What the hell? Oh no, scratch that. Jesus. So, offense. Yeah. So So that just comes down to really like the personality of the lads and really what they care about. And they know their shots won't go in and stuff. But yeah, we do get upset at like the execution of plays, and that's tough as a team because you will get upset at the execution of it. Whether you make or miss a shot, it's like whatever, next one. But yeah, the execution one. But like we've been good to really kind of play the next position, and just forget about last play until we get to timeouts, talk about it. Yeah, whatever.
Steve, what's been your impression of Terrence, just in terms of how he's learned, how he's carried himself, how he's dealt, how he's been in practice?
He's good, mate. He's got this. He's got a fire about him, mate. You don't really see. Obviously, he doesn't back down at all. I tested him a couple times in practice. Not perk level, but tested him a bit. Give him bumps and stuff, and like he holds himself, mate. Like, he doesn't back down he doesn't back down from anything, which is like that's all you want, really. So he's got that fire in him, which is awesome, and so he's always coming out ready to play, and just the fact that he always wants to learn, and he's just so young he's got a huge upside to him. That's his number one though, is that he's got that fire and he just learns so much. You know what I mean? So open to everything. Yeah.
You create that excellent.
Oh shit! There we go. There's something wrong with you two, mate. Honestly, it's every single time. You guys talk over each other. Who wants to go first?
No, I want to ask you, how much do you credit that excellent Australian basketball education?
That's what I'm going to say, bro. Alpha male over here. What you got, mate?
How much do you credit that excellent Australian basketball education he got last year with some of that?
No, let's go with your question. What's going on there?
You say you tested Terrence in practice. He had a black eye. How did that happen?
Oh, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you?
No, that wasn't me. Can I get a better question?
I haven't. The past few seasons, maybe the past 2 or 3 seasons, y'all been really dominant in terms of offensive rebounding. I know that's going to suffer when you lose a guy like Ennis, but how much did the offensive rebounding make up sometimes for you guys, like maybe taking a poor shot in a possession or not getting the shot you wanted in the possession?
Just offensive rebounds in general.
Mm-hmm.
It just saves the play, if you will. That and just steals. It's the same concept. Especially like PG, for instance, again, he saves plays for those steals that he gets. It could go really bad, but he manages to kind of give us it's just one of those savior ones, so it slows it down. But yeah, again, offensive rebounds, mate, that's all it is. Regardless, it's just like save extra play. It's really demoralizing too. Especially, see, the hardest thing ever, and it's it sucks defending against it. You play defense for 20 seconds, and then you do everything right, and then they still get a rebound. And then you have to play 20 more seconds of defense, and it's really tough to be mentally locked in reactive-wise, because obviously you know, the advantages in the play with the ball. You have to react to them. It's a bit more taxing on the body because you have to react to it. And so just doing that for 20 seconds, mate, 20 more seconds, just, yeah. Does that answer your question? Yeah. Okay, good.
Is there importance in establishing a consistent crunch time lineup? I mean, I realize it's only 19 games in, you guys are still figuring stuff out, but is that a goal at some point for a team to have a consistent crunch time lineup?
I think so, but again, mate, this is the coaches, really what he, because I mean that's his whole thing. He's the brains, really, right? And we just go out there and execute. So whatever he feels like that is the best situation, well, going to give us the best opportunity for a shot, whoever the personnel is, then he'll put it in. So I think it might be a better question for him, but yeah, I think so. That's all I can say.
Stephen, pardon me if this has been asked before within this context of questions, but you talk about Billy being the brains and executing, and y'all like not executing well. Like, what is it exactly that y'all aren't executing within the offense?
Small things, lazy stuff. So me, for example, I'll sometimes just cheat the play, as in like won't get a really good hit on this guy. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? So me not doing that actually doesn't give him that one step that he needs to actually get a better position in, like, say, 2 or 3 things down the road. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In the play. So it really just comes down to those tiny things and being able to just stay disciplined and do that. Because it's real easy, like when you're tired and stuff, just say, okay, he's going to come off, and you just like, and don't give a proper thing. It's all those small things that really adds up into the offense. And that really what makes us have a better shot, better percentage shot. Yeah. So that's what I mean by execution. It ain't so much like, oh, you messed up the play. It's like those real tiny things that build it up, that make the play for what it is.
Anything else? Nice, Stephen.
Cheers, mate.